Hey, good morning, everybody. Okay, today or this morning so far, it is 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I am watching a few different markets. Now, we have something very interesting going on here with ES. It has been hovering around the settlement for several hours, pretty much since last night, and it is still just kind of hovering. Now, if you know anything about the big four, which is ES, YM, which is the Dow, TF up here, which is the Russell, and NQ, which is the NASDAQ, they all pretty much stay correlated with each other, which means if one goes down, they all typically go down. And I'm sitting here looking at ES. It's hovering around settlement. YM, it's also hovering around settlement. This blue line right here. TF, it's also hovering around settlement. And NQ, while it's a little bit higher, it's still hovering around settlement. Now, all of them are inside of the value areas for overnight. And 80% rule is in effect here. Now, I'm doing something a little different as I typically only trade the ES. What I did was bought two binary contracts. I rarely trade binaries, but this one is a test that I'm doing. I bought a short term out of the binary contract right here at 2098. And I paid, or my risk for it is 20. Let me do the math real quick. I got it for 76.75. So still a little early, but my math skills typically don't wake up till right at market open. All right. My risk on this particular trade is $23.25, and this particular one expires at 10 a.m., so which is roughly 45 minutes. Market opens in 10 minutes, and I'll see if volume picks up then. So, this isn't part of my trading plan, but again, this is just a test, so I want to see what happens. Because it's inside of market profile, I'm going with the 80% rule. And what I did was bought a out of the money contract at 2098, and I set a take profit at $52. So all it needs to do is just touch it, really. And what I also did was bought a in the money contract at 2105, which is up. It's right up in here somewhere. Right. Well, it's there. I need to go ahead and lay my markers down on it. So what's going to happen is if it gets down here and touches, my out of the money will take profit for $52, making a total profit on that one for $24.75. The in the money contract that I bought at 2105, I spent $26.25 for it. $26.25. So the risk is just under $75. And if it gets down here and touches, what I'm probably going to do, just depending on how close it is to expiration, is I may take profit on that one, which if it gets down here, it should be right around $6 or $7, which would be about $20 profit on that. Yeah, if it's probably the last 5 minutes or so, what I will do is just let it go to expiration and get the full 26.25 profit. And I will set my stop loss at where it'll get out at break even on the Apex stop loss plugin. So that's what I'm looking at this particular moment. Again, I don't regularly trade binaries, but I wanted to try this one out. I looked at the daily expirations, and they were just way too expensive. So this is just a short-term trade that I'm trying out. We'll see what happens, and then I will report back then. All right, guys, see you in a few. All right, it is now 9:28. Market's going to open here in just a minute. And what I'm looking at, I want to talk about risk management really quick on this one. This is the economic calendar for this morning at 10 o'clock. We got a lot of action going on the Canadian dollar. But I think more importantly down here, the Fed chair is going to be speaking at 10. So it's possible this market may just stay stagnant until she starts speaking, which in that case, what will happen is if the market just stays still, I'm going to lose my out of the money trade, which will be a loss of 24.25, and then my in the money trade will win for 26.25, which will be pretty much just break even. It's a couple dollars in there made, minus or not including fees. So I'll just count it as a break even trade. And no, if it goes up, my in the money will get stopped out at probably minus 25, and then I'll lose another 25 bucks on the out of the money trade, as I don't have a stop set on that one. So now it's just watching. We have a lot. It's going to be kind of difficult to push through this. We have the 50-day moving average, the point of control, and the settlement all converge right here in this area. So if it could push through that, then my thinking is it's going to come down here real quick. I mean, really quick, but it's going to have to push through that. But with the Fed chair going to speak, this may just be sitting still, and that'll be okay too. If it just sits still, it'll just be a break-even trade. And it's no big deal because my risk management is put into place. For in the monies, I always use stops and or a hedge. And for out of the monies, I just let them go. This is somewhat of an expensive out of the money at $26. But with this being a demo trade, I really just kind of want to see what happens, because I've been trying to implement some out of the money binaries on the market profile, as they can be profitable also. I love spreads and I love trading futures, but I just kind of want to watch this one and actually see what happens here. So market is now open, and I will get back to you and we'll see where we're at a little bit later. All right. Okay, as to be expected, waiting for orders, or waiting for the chairman to speak. The market did absolutely nothing. It just stayed still. This blue vertical line is the close of the market. Let me see if I can zoom in just a little bit here and show you. Okay, that's where the market closed, and I've been speaking all up in this area right here, and it sit still. So this would have been a perfect opportunity for a butterfly, but historically, from my trading, I don't normally look at butterfly trades during pre-market or during the US Open market or anything like that. That's more for when volume is extremely low on a historical basis. Now, if you look down here, volume is just amazingly low. It's not reaching expected volume or anything. So, which would have told me that would have been great for a butterfly, but again, it's not. Butterflies aren't in my trading plan during the U.S. session from 9:30 to 12 and pre-market. So, no big deal. This trade got out at break even, and I will start looking for another trade here. As you can see, Yellen is speaking here, and market's doing some weird things, going up. So it broke out a market profile and it's coming back down. So I may actually look to get back into ES again. We'll see. This is time now is 11:38 Eastern Standard Time. So I'll take a look at the market and I'll just do another video on it if I decide to get into a trade. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I will see you later.